You guys don't need to worry about me getting revenge from Diddy. I've got 3 moves that make sure he'll never be able to come after me or my family. First, I personally reached out to the victims' legal teams. The real reason he's not getting out is those buried cases behind the scenes. I provided legal funding for 7 victims who had been silent for years and brought in the top criminal attorneys in the country. Second, I bought up every potential post-release business deal he had lined up. I planned this 2 years in advance, so by the time he got sentenced and still had hope of getting out, every partner had already cut ties with him. Third, I don't just have evidence, I've got backups. This is an entire minefield that's been buried for 20 years. I uncovered every secret from the last 30 years. With testimonies from the victims, we interviewed over a dozen people he tricked, threatened, or violated. You think that's harsh? No, he destroyed other people's lives for decades. I'm just making sure he spends a few extra years in prison for it. I'm not afraid of his people, not afraid of his threats. I know he's still in there fantasizing about a comeback, but the truth is, he's never coming back.
Love you.
Is this real life? I feel crazy. The world is spinning around me. What's happening? You have 4 eyes. I have 2 fingers.
For years, the industry treated it as background noise, clips were laughed off, moments ignored, and questions never followed up. Now, with 50 Cent's new documentary, the timeline is being re-examined and what once felt like rumor is being forced into the light. At the center is Diddy, a man whose influence shaped careers, and Justin Bieber, a child star who entered that world far too young. This is not about shock clips or online speculation. It is about power, silence, and how long something can remain hidden when too many benefit from not looking closely. When dismissal becomes routine, does truth ever get a fair hearing? Interview.
Yeah, so as soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come to LA. Yeah, this gonna be yours. So every time you come to LA, it's a little dusty, but you know, go get the front shot.
Man.
And then out. Minute.
Woo. Okay.
Okay?
Alright, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come out and you gotta, you know, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15. You could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
Alright,
No.
16.
No,
16.
slow down. Let's slow down, Josh.
Okay.
Let's slow down, okay?
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours when you get 16. You're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Alright.
Then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion?
Yeah.
Alright. So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
We're going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang out with some girls.
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about, yeah.
Justin Bieber's rise was framed as a modern fairy tale. Talent discovered, success accelerated, destiny fulfilled. Beneath that story, however, sat an uncomfortable truth: a minor navigating adult power structures without visible safeguards. Archival footage and interviews place Bieber in environments where access, influence, and fame outweighed age-appropriate boundaries. For years, these moments circulated quietly, dismissed as eccentric celebrity culture rather than questioned as institutional risk. The issue is not a single act, but normalization. When childhood is traded for access, who pays the price?
You got people in the industry that's been saying for years, this man is having sex with underage. So now the federal government is looking at that like, yo, when is somebody going to come forward? We got this information, this alleged information, but nobody's willing to come forward. Then they go on and say, yo, Shakur Stewart mysteriously dead. Supposed to be a self-inflicted wound. Person that had everything going for him in their life. Kim Porter dead. Somebody's car gets blown up. This guy is walking around threatening other actors, people. Somebody got to get involved in it. If it ain't the state, let it be the feds. Somebody got to stop him. He lucky that God given him the opportunity to be stopped while he's alive, then have to go to hell and face that shit. He got a chance to repent now, change his life.
You mentioned minors, and a lot of people have been trying to drag Justin Bieber into this situation because there's a lot of suspect looking videos with Diddy and Bieber in it, and they're making a lot of allegations.
Long before widespread scrutiny, 50 Cent positioned himself as an outsider to Diddy's private world, aware but not embedded. His statements were dismissed as rivalry rather than concern. Revisited now, under legal scrutiny and cultural reassessment, those warnings carry new weight. This does not confirm every claim, but it reframes intent. Warnings often arrive before evidence. When criticism comes from inconvenient voices, how many early alarms are lost?
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything?
Yeah.
Starting to act different, huh?
No,
you ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Right, okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 555.
Yes. Okay.
5555.
Okay. 55. You heard that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm here to, because you've been a big supporter of mine, all jokes aside. This right here is my young brother right here. He's been a big supporter of mine. My album's coming out, and we got the crew going around now. You in New York City, and we got the Dirty Money crew, and we wanted to make you an official member of the Dirty Money crew.
Are you
all right?
serious?
There you go.
That is
Justin
that is
Bieber.
swag.
Is it your swag? And then you got to do the swag walk, too.
Okay.
I got to show you the swag walk.
You show me the swag walk.
And Scooter, Scoot, Manager, Mogul extraordinaire, you too.
I just got much cooler.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Money.
Dirty money. Okay, so when we walk down the streets of New York, we hit them like this. So me and you walking, we hanging out, a little later on the night after the Usher concert,
Don't get those ladies, right?
Yeah, after that, the ladies, we in the street, Times Square, we go, swag. Swag. You see that? You see my hand right there? That's pushing the hate back. There's a lot of hate sometimes.
Right, yeah.
Swag. 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 Try it.
So this hand?
Yeah, hand.
Okay.
This hand. Push it back like you're pushing the wind back. Swag. Ooh. You got it, son. You got it. That's right, my boy Bieber, official member of the Dirty Money crew.
Alright, I'm chilling with my big bro Diddy right here. You gotta go get his album. It's Last Train to Paris. It is, it's gonna be the greatest album you've ever heard. It's got a lot of cool songs, a lot of people on it. You got
Drake on there. Lil Wayne. Chris Brown. I wanted to do a song with you, but you was on tour.
He was gonna do a
Usher,
song.
Big Brother Usher.
Big Brother Usher. So everybody's on this album. Go get this album. Last Train to Paris.
Yeah, get it.
We're out.
Peace.
All right.
For Diddy's influence extended beyond music, he controlled access to rooms where careers accelerated or stalled. Opportunity flowed through proximity, not transparency. Justin Bieber's closeness to that influence reflected an industry logic where advancement depended on power brokers rather than protective systems. In such environments, boundaries blur by design. If access is the currency, who protects those who cannot negotiate its cost?
You know, Diddy bought his son a Bentley. Maybe, you know, he could buy you one also.
Got me a Lamborghini. And
Yeah. Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last
He
time.
had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house. And he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television. Well, apparently not. Something, everything ain't for everybody.
Do you believe the guy in the tape is white?
If he's bigger than Diddy, and he's not none of the names that I said, probably so. But then they say he was young too.
Yeah, they say he was young.
Let me get his name right. I hope it ain't the Bieber. I hope it's not the Bieber.
That's a good one. It might be him. But if they saying that the guy is young and he's an A-lister, I can't think of that many black people, man.
Right. Not at all. And somebody that's more powerful, more of a celebrity than Diddy. You understand what I'm saying? If they were saying somebody that was more celebrity than Diddy, and he was an A-lister, he was younger, you know what I'm saying? And if he's not black, it would have to be the Bieber. That's his name, Bieber? They said I got that wrong too. Justin Bieber, allegedly. I don't know, bro.
Right. But when you heard the news that Diddy, he had a tape with another man, did that catch you by surprise or no?
Well, all this shit is by surprise to me. A lot of this shit is by surprise to me, to be totally honest, man. Because I knew Puff, I knew Puff Daddy.
The concern raised by observers is not only what happened privately, but why oversight was absent publicly. When career advancement depends on proximity to authority, boundaries become negotiable. Resistance becomes expensive, silence becomes practical. The question is not who failed once, but why no mechanism existed to intervene in a system built on compliance. Who is empowered to say no?
I knew Diddy before he was Love and Brother Love and back to Diddy. So, no, but the diddler, he's the diddler now. A lot of it's surprising, but it's not unheard of. Because you hear of all kinds of shit, and whether it registered with you or you internalize it or something like that, that's a whole nother story. But a lot of this stuff it's crazy, but this is the world that we live in now, man. That these individuals thinks it's all right. Bruh, when does it comes all right to be sitting there eating food off a naked woman? When did we start doing what they do? Let's keep it a buck. When did we start doing what they do? These guys is popping pills. They got Jay-Z dancing with a chick that's into...
Years before Justin Bieber entered the spotlight, Usher publicly described being placed into Diddy's world as a teenager, an experience he later said exposed him to adult realities too early. That history matters because it establishes precedent, not rumor. When similar pathways repeat across generations, coincidence becomes less persuasive. The implication is systemic continuity. If discomfort was acknowledged once, why was the structure left unchanged for the next child?
Might make you change your mind. Look at Little Nas X. He fizzled out fast too.
So would you say someone like Justin Bieber's a victim? I just seen he is reportedly selling his whole catalog because he's broke.
Yeah. Yeah. And once he finishes getting that money, I don't understand why he's broke. He didn't have to be broke. Usher just wouldn't stop robbing him.
Damn.
I mean, Usher couldn't keep his hands out of his pocket. It's funny. He got him signed and turned over custody to Diddy. Boy was never the same, and neither was Usher's pockets, because Usher's been living off of Justin Bieber's money. He ain't been living off of his own. Because the truth is, Usher don't really make that kind of money. And I'm really just kind of sick and tired of Usher reigning.
Yeah,
I'm really kind of disgusted with Usher reigning, who does Greek wrestling nude with men over Frosted Flakes, allegedly. Like, I'm sick and tired of this guy who everyone knows got the Diddy bumps, who's been sued for passing them on and lost, is still sitting there disgracing women in front of their men who bought the tickets to like that whole skeeze.
He's causing a lot of divorce courts.
But why? He don't even want them. He don't want them women. He's literally doing it just to destroy relationships.
As scrutiny around Diddy intensified, many celebrities with historical proximity chose silence. In contrast, 50 Cent amplified his commentary. The divide reveals an unspoken industry equation: speaking risks relationships. Silence preserves them. Loyalty becomes indistinguishable from self-protection. This is not necessarily cowardice. It is calculation. When silence becomes the safest option, does accountability still exist?
I watched a video of an interview of Justin Bieber, and he was talking about Billie Eilish. And he was like, he was almost in tears. He's like, I just want to protect her. I just want to keep her safe.
Yeah.
What do you think he went through?
Because he knows what's been happening to Billie. Just like everybody knew what was happening to Millie Bobby Brown girl with Drake. These people are monsters.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Real life street star. You know what time it is.
Jermaine Dupri said something interesting. He said the reason that R&B isn't as powerful as it is anymore is because children are going to church.
Yeah.
What is it about the transfer from the spiritual to the secular do you believe that's what made R&B so powerful?
Understand this. Rhythm and blues was a combination of gospel and soul music. Because soul music has always been around in one form or another. It's just evolved throughout the years. And you got gospel, rhythm and blues. That's what put that together. That's why they made such a big stink about the Ray Charles incorporating gospel sounds into secular music. Because they wanted people to separate the two. This is demon, this is good. The truth is none of that's real. There is no bad, there is no good. There is what is and there is what is not. And that's sad. But when you take the spirit that comes from that.
The implication here is not strictly legal, it is human. Trauma does not always arrive with allegations or headlines. Sometimes it surfaces years later as damage without language. If harm is systemic rather than singular, why do we demand a single accusation to acknowledge it when pain is spread across time? Who decides when it counts?
That just testified against Diddy to the grand jury and had to give up 8 videotapes to the feds that contained celebrities in these freak-offs with Diddy, is now listing some of the names that he saw on these tapes. And this man said that he got these tapes from a very close friend of Kim Porter's, and these were Kim Porter's tapes that she was going to use against Diddy. And some of the names that he says are some that we have heard rumored over the years. He said he saw Justin Bieber on this tape and he appeared to be underage during this time. He also saw Usher on these tapes, and Usher definitely appeared to be underage. And this one gave me the chills because we've heard that Usher is the one that sent Justin Bieber to Diddy. Courtney Burgess sat down with the Too Strong channel here on YouTube and started naming some of the celebrities that he saw on these tapes.
Were kids involved in these parties that you can verify from looking at the tapes?
If Justin Bieber was older than he's supposed to have been, yes. If Usher was older, well, Usher was definitely young.
Okay.
You understand? The shoulder part was, the blood was all in his bed. You understand? It looked like they came home from a event, a party or something.
Went on to explain how Danny Boy was also in one of these videos with Mary J. Blige and Diddy together. And Danny Boy admitted when he was 15 that Mary J. Blige flew him out to New York and he slept with her while he was underage.
When Diddy's story entered federal court, the conversation shifted from rumor to documented process. Charges and procedures narrowed what could be responsibly claimed, while expanding what could be examined institutionally. Courts address actions, not culture. Legal outcomes do not erase structural harm. When a courtroom closes a case, does it also close the conversation?
Mary J.
Danny Boy,
okay.
You know what Danny Boy is?
I heard that before. I don't, I've been so far away from hip hop, I forgot, but I have heard that name, Danny Boy.
Danny Boy back then, he looked like he was about 16. They both was about.
He also claimed that Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son, were in these videos, and he also said that there was photographs and videos of Diddy eating off of young girls.
Pictures or images of any of this stuff?
Yeah, I got Justin Bieber, Will Smith's son, whatever his name is. Other females on the table, they was young. He was eating off them. A lot of entertainments in there. I got calls from certain one to get the tape out of my hand. And I said, I don't know what you're talking about.
And I have said that if this man testified to the grand jury, the feds had to have some reason to bring him in to actually testify against Diddy. But y'all let me know what you guys think about this man naming all of the people on the Diddy tapes in the comments.
The intersection of 50 Cent, Diddy, and Justin Bieber exposes a broader truth about celebrity systems. Power concentrates upward. Risk flows downward. Accountability arrives last. Youth is marketed as authenticity. Access is framed as mentorship. Silence is rewarded as professionalism. This is not a story of certainty, but of conditions that repeat. If the same patterns keep producing damage, when does the system itself become the subject of investigation?